Judy Center is a concept where we are looking and striving for school readiness for all children when they enter into kindergarten. And how we approach that is providing wraparound services for the students and the families that live in that school zone. What we're looking to do is make as much as possible for the family to receive their services all in one location. We know that families go through a lot, and we just want to make that family unit as strong as possible.
So there was a law passed in Maryland to support early childhood education. And so 11 were opened around 2001, and they've just continued to grow for a total of 52 of them across the state now.
The original Judy Centers were funded by the state of Maryland, but as time moved on, we found that the programs were so hugely successful getting children from low-income families ready for kindergarten. So it generated a lot of interest from other sources. This gave us new funding streams. Today, Judy Centers are still funded by the state of Maryland, but also the federal government, local school systems, and through public-private partnerships. It is notable that the private sector is so interested in our Judy Centers. They know that programs like this work, and they are willing to invest in them.
The Baltimore Community Foundation is a family of foundations, 750 funds that range in size from $10,000 to $10 million, with a whole slew of them in between. Our job is to administer all of those foundations and find new ones and try to make Baltimore stronger through it. And we are carrying that out right now by focusing on education and neighborhoods. And in education, we're focusing on school readiness and school leadership and school effectiveness.
The Baltimore Community Foundation was very interested in early learning and in the experience of young children in school. So they went to Louise Corwin, who's with the Ready at 5 organization in the city, and they talked with her, and she directed them to Maryland State Department of Education, and we have a strong relationship with Ready at 5. And so the three entities came together to form a partnership. And that partnership has led to a public-private partnership around early learning that has real hope and benefit for the future.
So the Community Foundation's efforts and our commitment is to identify the private dollars. We engage our donors. Their commitment is to support the first 3 years at 50% of the cost. MSDE's commitment is to identify the second 50% for those 3 years. And then at year 4 and the years beyond, MSDE and city schools support the effort in the out years. So this is a great example of the private sector priming the pump, if you will, to get the effort going, and then the public sector then picks up the dollars.
Fortunately, with BCF, we had the opportunity to go to the Moravia Center to learn about the Judy program, which was exactly what we wanted, which was a public-private partnership that we could sustain, not only kick off, but wind up in a sustainable mode at a school setting.
I think we need people who speak up for the child, and my focus is the early education component, but I think that we need to invest in our children to invest in our future.
The money donated by Baltimore Community Foundation to this effort essentially helps ensure that our Early Childhood Center, which is a mammoth undertaking, is going to be successful. We started here a couple of years ago. We had building costs, we had operational costs, we had programs, we had to support families and students. Their funds that they've raised helped allow us to have a Judy Center.
We at the Judy Centers believe that providing that single point of contact, that friendly face, that access point to the school system is the most important thing that we can do to help develop students and their families in a very successful long-term educational career.
I think the future can and should be very strong, and I know that with leadership we have at the State Department of Education that they'll be standing by it.